Today is the last day of the month. It is the 30th of June, so I thought it would be the perfect day to do and upload my June favourites. I need to get it through quite quickly because I need to have this filmed, edited and up before I go out home to wish my father happy birthday. So I'm going to jump in, and I'll start off with my only skincare bit, and this is the Vichy Soleil SPF 50. This is a sunblock and it is for combination to oily skin, but why I love it is because it's a dry touch one, so it keeps me matte, because most of my sunblocks keep me very shiny or make me very shiny, and particularly on days when you don't want to wear makeup and you're not going to be like using powders and stuff to mattify yourself, it can be a pain walking around like an oil slick. So this is absolutely brilliant. I have really been going for this, particularly on those days where I'm going makeup free, and it's been an absolute like saviour, because our weather here has been glorious over the last few weeks, and you definitely need your sun factor of 50 while you're out and about. Then for my face, I have been loving BB creams. Again, like I said before, they're always kind of thrown to the side when it comes to winter and the colder months, and then as soon as the weather gets nicer again, it's all about BB cream. So my favourite one really has been the Catrice all-in-one or BB all-round foundation, which is just a great foundation, a BB cream foundation. It is quite a good coverage one, so you don't really need a concealer, which I like. It has the SPF of 30. It's more like the kind of more traditional Asian ones. It's really good coverage, and it has this like ever so slightly of an ashy tone in this colour, which is the light beige, but that's why I love it, and it's quite moisturising as well, so that's great. Then as far as my other kind of favourite foundation, it's actually this powder foundation by NYX, and it is the Stay Matte But Not Flat powder foundation in the colour Ivory, and I'm absolutely loving this. This is what I have on today over another BB cream. And it just gives the most flawless finish. When you wear it by itself, you can still see like more of my freckles and stuff coming through, but it does give quite a lovely like perfected finish to the skin, polished finish to the skin. It doesn't look powdery, which is why I love it. But then when I wear it over a base, like over maybe a light foundation or a BB cream like I did today, you get a really lovely, like even, quite flawless finish. And like an idiot, I didn't know that this existed until about 2 days ago when a subscriber told me, because I was going on about this in another video and they were like, oh yeah, and it has a puff underneath. That's why it hasn't been used, because I didn't know it was there. And to be honest, I don't really use a puff, I use a brush, but it's good to know it's there now. And I was wondering why the bottom of it seemed so hefty, but I was actually trying to see if I could open it with this yoke, and no, it's actually the inner rim that you open it with. But anyhow, got that in NYX, and from NYX, or it's by NYX, and I got it in the Claire Pharmacy from Soleil, which is the only place in Galway City that's selling NYX at the moment. Then this guy has been quite a saviour as well throughout the month, and it is the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. I've gone on about it before, so I won't go on into it too much, but it is a mattifying powder and it's waterproof, so it is absolutely brilliant for this time of the year, and it really does mattify me and keep my shine at bay, which is really important. This guy here, again, I've been kind of obsessed with, and I forgot to use it today because I was rushing to do my makeup for the video. And then when my makeup was on, I was kind of panicking, going, oh my god, my makeup's not going to look as good later. And it is the Gosh Prime and Refresh Eye Illuminating Roll-On. It's an instant tightening eye primer basically. So I put this on underneath my concealer usually, and over say eye cream, but I'd let that settle in. And it really does help keep me hydrated throughout the day, first of all, and it just seems to make my concealer go on really smooth. But it also, I don't know if it's me imagining it or not, but it seems to make my concealer last much better, like it doesn't go into the lines and stuff, so that's brilliant. And this I think this is a new enough product. I got this in Cara Pharmacy, I think, but yeah, I don't have a huge amount of Gosh stuff, but I do really like that. Then let's see, oh yeah, another NYX product, and you can see it's actually getting a little bit battered looking because I've been using it so much, and it's the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. So this is just a really great setting spray. I've been using it on myself as well as on clients, and it really works. As I mentioned before, I used it on myself and my sister on the night of her birthday, and our makeup was like perfect the whole night. So this is a great wee yoke. It's 60ml for about €10 I think, or €10 for about 60ml, and it's handy for travelling because obviously it's so light in a plastic bottle, even though this happens to the bottle after a while for some reason, but that's that. Then I'll talk about the other bits I got in Cara Pharmacy while I'm here. So I've mentioned W7 Cosmetics before. I did do a video on them and they come out with great stuff. And the thing about W7 Cosmetics, they're extremely cheap. first of all, but they kind of copy or take off other more known products from different brands. So you'll often get really great dupes from them, and that's what this is. So this is the box it came in, and it is the Catwalk Face Shaper. So it's basically a cream highlight and contour, and it looks like this. Now it came with this brush as well, which it's fine for applying, but I wouldn't actually use it to buff it out. I'd use an actual buffing brush, but it is handy for applying. And this, I think, is an extremely close match for this guy. So this is my Tom Ford Shape and Illuminate powder, or cream, in Intensity 1, and this is the W7. Honestly, they are so similar. Even when I wear it, they go on so similar. Because one thing I noticed about the Tom Ford one when I got it is that the cream, it's not so much like the Luna Cream Colour Base by MAC, it's much more sheer, which is nice because it's not very obvious on. And this is the exact same. Honestly, they go on so similar. So I think I'm going to do a comparison video in the coming weeks to show you how they are, or how close they are. But this is only €6. This guy is about 50. So for our people who are on a budget, who want, you know, good products, it is a really good option. And then this guy here, ta-da, it's the new In the Nude palette by W7. So I've showed this one here before, the In the Buff, which was a dupe for the Urban Decay 2 palette, the Naked 2 palette, and this is a copy of the, or dupe for the Urban Decay 3 palette. So look at that. And I did get the In the Buff back a good few months ago now at this stage for €5, but they got so popular they've upped the price by $2.50, which is fine because it's still only $7.50, and that's what this is here. But like if you were to get the Urban Decay palette, it's like €50, and this is only $7.50. So this is a brilliant alternative to that as well. Again, I'll do another video on it again, but I'm wearing it today. They go on lovely. It's just brilliant for the price. One more NYX product I forgot to show is this guy here, which is the Taupe Blush. This is my go-to bronzing powder. I love it, particularly around the nose, because it is such a lovely, delicate shade of a shader that it's not very obvious on, and particularly for your nose, you don't want it to be very obvious because it's your nose, it's right there. And yeah, this is brilliant, and it's just so kind of foolproof, particularly when you are very pale, even if you're in a hurry. So loving that. And then for brows, this guy, you've probably noticed my brows are quite dark lately, and it's because my roots are coming through and I'm kind of more matching to them. So this is something I actually forgot to show in my updated brow routine, because everything, all my brows are in their own little drawer, but this was actually over here kind of in front of me because I've been using it, but it was hidden behind like a water spray or something, and I forgot to show it. But it basically, it's the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit, which is in the colour Ash, but the dark brown at the bottom is very dark, and then that's more of an ashy brown there. It has a little mirror underneath, and then tiny tweezers if you need them, which I wouldn't really use, and a little brush, which I do use the odd time, and then a wax, which I do use as well. And that's what I have in my eyebrows now. Now that dark brown is very dark, so to soften it a little bit, what I've been using is my Catrice Cosmetics eyebrow filler in the brown colour, and it just ever so slightly softens the colour, which is brilliant. So again, you can see all this stuff is really cheap and cheery because I haven't been spending much money on makeup this month because I have to move house, and I'm scared about overspending basically. So that's why anything I do have is very cheap and cheery, and some of these are bits that I've had for ages. And then the last thing really, oh no, there's two more bits I think to do with makeup. Yes. First of all, the Coastal Scents Hot Pots. Now these are actually sent to me by the brand because of the release of these new see-through palettes, which I'll link to below. I did a video on it below, but I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of the actual eyeshadows. And like, I think these are meant to be blushes, but the eyeshadows go on really well. The colour payoff is brilliant, and they only cost $1.95 on the website. I won't go on about it now because I did do a video on it already, but I am very pleasantly surprised by the quality of these. So I just thought they were worth a mention. And then this one here, VO5 Nourish My Shine Miracle Mist, is a brilliant, it's like a leave-in conditioner really, but it, you know, defrizzes, and it's also heat protectant. And say on day 2 when my hair starts to get a bit like dry and crap looking, particularly towards the end where it would be damaged from, you know, from being coloured, this really revives the hair and it makes it look so much more smooth and stuff like that. So this I've pretty much been spraying on a daily basis, even like just in general, and the smell is lovely. That, you know, I kind of overspray sometimes, but I'm really liking that, and it does give a shine to the hair as well. That's fab. I got that in a recent, I showed it in a recent haul, so I'll link to that below as well if you're interested in prices. And then my couple of non-beauty favourites. First of all would be these Wrigleys Extra White BubbleMint chewing gums. So this is basically bubblegum flavoured chewing gums, and I usually go for the small packs, but I was going through them so quick that I moved up to the big pack. It basically tastes like bubblegum, and I hadn't eaten bubblegum or tried chewing bubblegum in like, I'd say about 10 years before I tried these, and then I just remembered how much I love the flavour, so I really do go through these like no one's business. So yeah, that's that. And these are whitening ones, so they actually clean and whiten your teeth. They have micro crystals, so I actually love using these after a meal to like freshen my breath, but also to, you know, help remove any bits from between my teeth. Oh yeah, and then the other thing I was going to say is HomeStore More, which I think is meant to be like the equivalent of Bed, Bath and Beyond in the States, or according to my aunt who lived there for like 10 years. It is such an addictive store. I have been going in there like just browsing non-stop lately, and I find it so hard not to buy stuff. So my mirror that I usually use here for doing my makeup broke. Luckily it wasn't the actual glass, it was just like the holder or the handle. So I went into HomeStore More and I picked up 2 of these wee guys, which were only like €1.95, but it's just really, really handy, tiny little mirror. So I got one for my desk and one for my kit. Then I also, whoopsie, I also got this, which I can't show you now because Jamie's in bed and he's asleep on it, but it's a silk pillow, and I got this in HomeStore More as well, and this is brilliant for your hair. So again, since I've had this, I felt like I'm not waking up with frizzy looking hair, because this helps to, I'll tell you now, it banishes hair frizz, so the protein in silk helps prevent bed hair, and it's really good for your face so you don't wake up with those sleep wrinkles in the morning. And apparently silk promotes good sleep, and it's also hypoallergenic. So I only got one. They were $11.99 or 2 for $20, so I think I will get more again though. And then I also got a really class kettle, but I didn't want to bring that down to show you. But that's it, and I don't really have any like fails for this month. Nothing stuck out, so we can skip all the negativity for now, and that's it. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll chat to you all really soon. Slán!